Okay. So Newton-Raphson method I was discussing in previous class. So the method was known as Newton-Raphson method. Okay. Newton-Raphson method. What was that method? To solve an equation. Suppose you have a function which is fx is equal to 0. Correct? You have a function fx is equal to 0 and you want to get the root of this equation. So that can be found by iterative method, and that is given by x n plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn over f dash of xn. So for example, if I start by some x0, the value from where you will start, considering that this is the root of this equation, and let this be the root of this equation. So the x1 will be given by x naught minus f of x0 over f dash of x0. So since the derivative value is there at this point, so it should exist, otherwise x1 cannot be calculated. This will be the first iteration. And once x1 is calculated, you can go into second iteration. X2 is equal to x1 minus f of x1 over f dash of x1. Okay, so this is how it will go. So x1, x2, x3. So higher you will go into the iteration, closer you will go to the true value. So you will slowly move towards the true value when you will go higher into this iteration. So sometimes this formula has been asked, sometimes just the first step, what is xn, has been asked in your previous year's questions. So let us do one problem just to make you understand how this is working. So let me take this. So suppose fx, I will take a function fx is equal to x cube minus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Suppose this is the question, and they may ask you about just what is the value of xn plus 1. Okay, that may be a question. So I will write the iterative formula for this. So what will be the value of f dash x? It will be 3x square minus 2. Okay, now the formula will be given by xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus fxn, which is fxn over f dash. So it will become 3xn square minus 2. Okay, now I want to write the first value. Suppose, so starting from any x0, suppose I take a particular x0 in this case. So suppose the value of x0 is suppose 2. Suppose I start from here, the value of x0 is equal to 2. Let, okay, so what will be the value of x1? The first iteration, it will be given by 2 minus 2 square minus 2 into 2 minus 5 over 3 into 2 square minus 2. Okay, so x1 will be equal to,
सर फंक्शन जो हमारा एक्स टू माइनस 2x माइनस 5 है ना,
हाँ हाँ,
तो सर आपने 2 स्क्वायर पुट किया है, 2 के क्यूब होगा ना यहाँ पे।
सॉरी, तो यही गलत लिखा था मैंने यहाँ पे एक्स क्यूब। ओके, सो ये सही था। 3x square. This was correct, na? So 2 cube minus 2 into 2. What will be the value of x1? It will become 2 minus 8 minus 4. So minus 1, na? And 10. So 2 plus 1 by 10, which is equal to 2.1 after first iteration. So just to understand, go for second iteration. So what will be the value of x of 2? That will be equal to, what will be the value of x2?
2.1.
So no, x1 is 2.1, na?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the value of x2? It will be 2.1 minus 2.1 cube minus 2 into 2.1 minus 5 over 3 into 2.2 whole square minus 2. So tell me this value, the value of x2.
2.09.
So this will be, you just calculate. I am writing it directly. You just calculate. It will be
2.09.
2.1 minus 0.061 over 11.23, which is equal to 2.094568. This will be the value of x2. So is this clear how this Newton-Raphson is working? So let me take another question. Next question is, the fx is given as x sin x plus cos x. X sin x plus cos of x, correct? X sin x cos x. So what will be f dash x? That will be equal to x cos x plus sin x minus sin x. Correct, है ना?
Yes, sir.
So this will be
Yes, sir.
equal to x cos x. Now x of n plus 1 is equal to x of n minus x n sin xn plus cos of xn over xn cos of xn. So this is your iterative formula, and if you take some x naught, any value, starting from any value, let me take one of the values. So let me start with pi. Suppose this is given. Okay, you can start with any value, but you will take a value seeing that it is closer to the root. For example, if you take pi, this term will become 0, this will become minus 1. So it is minus 1 is close to 0. Okay, like that. But you can start with any number, it will finally converge to the root. So this will become x of 1 is equal to pi minus, you take this, it will become what? This term will become 0, this will become minus 1 over, this will become minus pi, correct? So this will become pi plus 1 by pi, and that is equal to, what will be the value? Can you tell me?
Pi minus 1 by pi, sir.
Plus -3.
Sorry, pi minus 1 by pi. And what will be the value? 2.8233. So similarly, you can calculate x2, x3, x2, x3, like that. You can calculate during iterations. It will become 2.7986. This is for your homework, just to practice. And the next iteration will be 2.7984. So these will be the iterations. Okay. So you understood this, Newton Raphson? बिल्कुल सिमिलर क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में पूछा गया था. जस्ट एफ एक्स वॉज गिवन और उसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं करना था, सिर्फ ये स्टेप लिखना था. ओनली दिस स्टेप. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस एक्स एन? ओके. And belonging to the advanced part, they ask it in most of the time in 5 marks. So this was Newton Raphson's method, and I hope this is clear to you all. And now I will move towards the interpolation method. Okay. Many times they have asked questions on this. What do you mean by interpolation? So the idea of interpolation is very, you read at very early level, for example, class 11th or so, that suppose you have 2 points like this, x1, y1. You have a point like this, and another point, suppose you have x2, y2. Okay, these are the points, and suppose on the same line there is a point here or here. Suppose this is the point, some x3, and we don't know what is y3. Okay, so that can be calculated. This idea you already have. That can be calculated because the slope of this line will be equal to the slope of this line, correct? The slope of this line, so you will write, suppose this is y3, which is unknown. Suppose y3 is unknown, so you will write the slope of this line as y3 minus y1 over x3 minus x1, and that will be equal to y2 minus y3 over x2 minus x3. So using this equation, we can calculate the value of y3, which is unknown. Okay, so that means because the slope is same, so we can write the point which is unknown using the concept that slope of this line will be equal to the slope of this line. Both lines have got same slope because they are the same line. So similarly, what happens in many experiments or in many simulations, आपको जरूरत पड़ती है कि आप कोई पॉइंट है इस तरीके से मान लो जा रहे हैं. They are not straight line actually. Straight line is very simple, and you have to know this point which is not known. Okay, these points we know the value of these points. We know x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. But suppose this point is unknown. So by using the interpolation technique, that will take care of the slopes which is varying also. By using that interpolation technique, we can get the value of that point, and that is what is known as interpolation method. Okay. So this is also kind of interpolation. It is very simple, but we will read more complicated method of interpolation, and in that method we are interested in the formula that is known as Newton's uh, formula for interpolation. So Newton's formula for interpolation. Newton's formula for interpolation. Okay. So what is Newton's formula for interpolation? So we will consider that unknown point is at some xn and the value here is some yn. So because xn will be known, because we know at which point we want to calculate the value of yn. So this will be known, only this is the problem. Okay, this we will calculate. Newton's formula for interpolation. So here write the formula itself and we will be using it. We will not derive it. We will not derive any of the numerical techniques formula. We will just use it. Okay. So yn of x is equal to, so yn of x is equal to y0. So this is like y0. This point is like y0 and this is x0. Okay. So in this way you can understand y0 plus p times delta y0. I will tell you the meaning of these, plus p minus 1 by 2 factorial times delta square y0. This is just symbol. I will tell you the meaning of this, plus dash dash dash. Okay. And x is equal to x naught plus ph. This is the value where you want to calculate the value of y. So this x is equal to x naught plus ph. So what will be the value of p here? It will be x minus x naught over h, and h is the difference between the 2 points. Okay. So like here x naught, x1, these are the points. So this is the difference, h, the step size. H is the step size, and this method is known as Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. And right here itself the Newton's backward difference interpolation formula. So I will tell you what is the meaning of forward and what is the meaning of backward. Like you have a table here that x naught gives y naught, x1 gives y1, like that xn gives yn. This is the table. So there is a method of going from forward and there is a method of going from backward. So if the unknown is point is at the top of the table, near the top of the table, we use forward method, and if the unknown point is below, towards the below of the table, we use backward method. Okay. So Newton's forward difference and backward difference method, and here how the p will be written as p is equal to x minus xn over h. So that means here it will be written like this. Uh, X is equal to xn plus ph. x is equal to xn plus ph, करेक्ट है? x minus xn by h, and here it is x is equal to x naught plus ph. Okay, so these right here, uh, so this is over Newton's forward difference formula. Now I am writing the backward difference formula. So y of nx is equal to y of n plus p times, now the representation is different. So see here, I am coming from the upside, so y0, here I am coming from the downside, so yn, and plus p plus 1 by 2 factorial, and del square y0 and plus dash dash dash. Okay, so more terms you will take, more accurate value you will get. So you see what you are getting here. You will get y, the value of y which is required as an infinite series. So that means जितने decimal places तक correct चाहिए आपको, आप उतने ढेर सारे terms यहाँ पे ले लोगे. Okay, you will take that many terms जितना आपको accuracy चाहिए होगी. Okay, so
सर बैकवर्ड जो थर्ड टर्म लिखा है डेल स्क्वायर वाई नोट आएगा कि वाई एन आएगा?
कहाँ पे?
थर्ड टर्म
नहीं, ये वाई एन ही लिख लो, वाई एन ही लिख लो. ये नोट अभी बता रहा हूँ ये नोटेशन का क्या मतलब. इसमें कुछ कैलकुलेट नहीं करना है, टेबल में पड़ा होगा, जस्ट उसको उतार लेना है. ठीक है,
ओके.
अभी अच्छे से नोट कर लो बस दोनों, फिर बताता हूँ. ये यहाँ पे कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लग रहा है, वैसे बिल्कुल सिंपल. अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे कि सेम ही क्वेश्चन में फॉरवर्ड और बैकवर्ड दोनों लगा देंगे. सो द क्वेश्चन इज, there is a table given for x and y. The value of x is 1, 3, 5 and 7, and the value of y is 24, 120, 336, 720, and we have to calculate the value y8. Okay, we have to get the value y8, and let us do that. So how to proceed with this, let me tell you. So what we do is we have to make another table out of this by subtracting this. So 120 में 24 को subtract करोगे, you will get 96. Subtract this from this, you will get 216. Subtract this from this, you will get 384. So this is del. Now del square. You understood? Del square, del cube, like that. So subtract this, 216 minus this, 120. Subtract this, it is 168. Now subtract this, it is 48. It is over. Okay. What is the value of h here? So you see the value of h is 2, the step size. Okay. And if you want to start from here, this is x0, x1, x2 and x3. So what is value of x0? It is equal to 1. And what is the value of p? So x is equal to x0 plus ph, correct? If I use forward difference method, तो x तक कैसे पहुंचोगे? Your x is 8. So x0 plus ph, correct? So what will be the value of x? That will be equal to 1 plus 2p. So what will be the value of p? that will be x minus 1 by 2. इस चीज को जरा ध्यान से सीख लेना. And please see this. For the cubic one, we have to use this for forward difference. This is the forward difference. And for the same question, if we want backward difference, we will use this. Because this is y0 starting from y0 and this is starting from yn. बात समझ आ रही है नहीं? So this one is forward difference and this one is backward difference. So what is the formula for forward difference? Tell me. Y is equal to क्या है?
Y naught
Y naught plus
plus P del Y1
P
Why not?
Y1
Why not?
Y naught ही लिख लो सब ये del ये जस्ट सिंबल है ओके कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें प्लस factorial then P
P minus 1 P minus 2
P minus 2
cube.
3 factorial del cube Y naught. So let us write this. Y as a function of x will become, what is the value of Y naught? It is 24 plus, what is value of P? It is x minus 1 by 2 into del Y naught, which is 96. Please see this. Plus P minus 1 by 2 factorial. So P minus 1 by 2 factorial and del square, which is 120 into 120 and plus P minus 1 P minus 2 over 3 factorial and what is del cube? 48. So just you have to calculate this and when you calculate this, the value of yx that will be equal to, ये आप करके देखना कैलकुलेशन x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6 plus 6. So this will be, now yx is formed, you can calculate the value at any point. और अगर बैकवर्ड डिफरेंस है तो आप समझ गए ना कैसे चलेंगे. सेम चीज अगर बैकवर्ड में है तो कहां से चलेंगे 720 और p की वैल्यू बदल जाएगी ना. द वैल्यू ऑफ p विल चेंज. आई हैव टोल्ड यू ना द वैल्यू ऑफ p. Yes or no? So if you want to calculate y8 now, put the value x is equal to 8. So you will get 990. So this is how it works. If there is any question, please ask. This is how interpolation works. So you get y as a function of x. So now you are free to calculate the value of y at any point. So if you want to calculate at y8, put x is equal to 8 in this equation. You will get the value of y as 990. So that means the value of 8 that has been calculated here, the value of 8 that was to be calculated here came out to be 990 using this interpolation formula. Tell me, समझ आई बात?
Sir,
हम्म
Sir, can we use interpolation to find values outside the range that's already given?
You have formed this y, so you can use, but how much correct that will be, that is another question which you need not to address here. Okay,
Okay.
अभी तो आप यही कर रहे हो ना, 7 तक गिवन है, 8 पे निकाल रहे हो, so that is outside ना,
Yeah.
the kind of extrapolation. Just don't think about the correctness of that. तुमसे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा कि भाई ये है और बताओ y8 क्या होगा using Newton's forward difference method. So you don't think about the correctness, just you follow the procedure. Let me tell you one more problem on this. So suppose this is a table given, here x and here sin x, and this is 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Suppose this is given and the value of sin x is also given. This is 2.2588190, 0.3420201 and 0.4226183.5 and 0.5735764 and 0.6427876. Now you can make the table quickly. del square बता सकते हो कि नहीं? इसको इसमें से सब्सट्रैक्ट करोगे, यहां पे लिखते चले जाओ. Do it. So the question is, we have to find out sine of 38 degree. We have to find out sine of 38 degree, and we will use Newton's backward difference so that to understand how it is working. So let us first of all quickly write these values. जरा लिखो फटाफट, एक दो वैल्यू अपने आप सब्सट्रैक्ट करके. यूज कैलकुलेटर. So it will be 0.832011, 0.0805982, 0.0773817, 0.0735764 and 0.06921112. Again, the del square. So this time 4 values we have to write. So del square will be minus 0.00260029 minus 0.00321165 minus 0.003853 and minus 0.00436652, and similarly del cube. Now how many values will be there? 1, 2 and 3 values, then 2 values, then 1 values. So 3 values will be minus 0.0006136 and minus 0.0005888 and minus 0.0005599. Then the 2 values I will write. So they will be 0.1234248 and 0.1234289, and then one more subtraction of this. So that will be 0.0000 0.0041. Okay, this is the last one. So such type of simple question will be asked. I mean, you will not have to do this much. And let us use the backward method. Backward difference. So what will be the value of P? That will be x minus xn over h. So that will be 38 minus 40 over h. What is the value of h? 5. Correct? So you will get the value minus 0.4. Please see this. This is the value of P. So how y38 you will write using the backward method? So that will be starting from 0. It will start from here and using all these values, and finally this last one is this. This is the backward method. Correct? So 0.642786. This is the first term. Then minus 0.4 into, ये टर्म हो गया, ये वाला टर्म अब लिखना है 0.069211 like this, and then next terms. इस तरीके से आप सारे terms लिखेंगे यहाँ के. So you know the formula, yn, then this will be used, then this will be used, then this, and finally yx will be formed. So यहाँ पे तो direct मैंने I have taken the value of x as 38, so directly you will get the value of 38. So ये भी question सभी लोग try करेंगे. Use calculator, don't worry, just learn the technique. You will get a simple question in your exam. And finally the answer we will come is 0.61566614. This will be the answer. So just write all the terms. For example, here, if I write the next term, this is the second one. If I write the next term, I will get minus 0.4 into minus 0.4 plus 1 over 2 into this one, minus 0.004365. So like this you will write all the terms first of all, and then use calculator just to get confident about the method. So now you know the forward method also, the backward method also. Same sign वाला question आया था, but यहाँ पे values simple दी हुई थी, so आपको सिर्फ 2 टेबल में ही खत्म हो जा रही थी, तो एग्जाम में आराम से हो गया था. वो भी मैं करवा दूंगा. Just practice this. Practice forward method and backward method both. And match the answer. बस उतना ही काफी है. You will be able to do in your exam. So मैं आपको just show कर देता हूँ. Just एक second wait करना. So a 5-mark question from your net exam was this. The values were given in degrees: 45 degree, 0.7071, 50 degree, 0.7660, 55 degree, 0.8192, and 60 degree, 0.8660. This was given, and they wanted, so this is sine, suppose this is x, this is sine of x, and they wanted sine of 58 degree is equal to question mark, and they have given use Newton's forward difference method. Newton's forward difference method. So the question was very simple, and you know how to do it. So what you will do? You will just quickly make the table. So पहला यहाँ and यहाँ. Correct? So just quickly, अब ये आपको आना चाहिए, ये तो एग्जाम का ही क्वेश्चन है, इतनी कैलकुलेशन आपको आनी चाहिए. So this will become 0.0589 and 0.0532 and 0.0468. Then again 2 will be formed, minus 0.0057 and minus 0.0064. Again 1 will be formed, minus 0.007. So this is del, this is del square, this is del cube. समझ आ गया? You
Yes,
have
sir.
to use the forward difference method, even though the value is here, na? 58. So logically it should be backward, but they have given forward, so what we have to do? We will directly use forward, no problem. So what is the value of h here? कोई बता सकता है? 5.
5.
And we have to calculate the value of p. So what is x? 58 ना या 52 था? It was 52. Please correct this. 50, 52. Somewhere here. 52. So how to write the value of p? So 52 is equal to x naught is here, 45 plus ph. So what is value of p? 52
1.4.
over 5. कितना आ जाएगा?
1.4.
1.4. Now write the formula. So sine of 52 will be equal to 0.7071. So I will be using this. देखो ये. This is the forward difference method. And plus this is actually 7 by 5 na? Then it became 1.4. So 0. This one 0.0589 into 7 by 5 plus next term क्या होगा? Minus 0.0057 into क्या होगा? 7 by 5 minus 1 over 2 factorial, correct? And the last one, this one, minus 0.007 into 7 by 5 p minus 1 p minus 2 over 3 factorial, correct? So the final answer you will get is 0.7880. That will be your answer. So please डिवीजन सब लोग अच्छे से दोबारा रिवाइज कर लेना. बहुत सिंपल बात है, बट कई बार नहीं, अगर आप इफ यू डोंट हैव प्रैक्टिस आपको लगेगा यार ये मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. समझ रहे हो बात को या नहीं? बहुत छोटी सी बात है कि एलसीएम लेना है, तुरंत डिवाइड करना है, फिर पॉइंट वाले नंबर से डिवाइड करना है. मेरी बात समझ आ रही है या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So इसलिए प्लीज एवरीबडी रिवाइज दिस डिवीजन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल देता हूं. सपोज -0.007 अपॉन सम कोई टिपिकल क्वांटिटी करना पड़ जाए, upon 32. तो are you able to do it quickly or not? That is the question. ठीक है, 3 decimal places तक, not a big thing, लेकिन big हो जाएगी अगर आप प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे. एक बार अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस कर लेना, उसके बदले आपको इतना 5 मार्क्स नेट के एग्जाम में मिल रहा है डिवीजन मल्टीप्लिकेशन करने के बदले. Okay, so let me stop here. And so now we have done transcendental equations, we have done interpolation. This was a previous year question. You can see the, अब ये नहीं कि आपको आलस आ रहा है सब्सट्रैक्शन में और ये सब, ये नहीं चलेगा. इसको आप प्रैक्टिस कर लो, कई बार सेम क्वेश्चन करके देख लो कि आप क्विकली उतने, that amount of addition, subtraction, multiplication is expected. Okay, so this is clear example that how much addition subtraction is required for your net exam. Now we will do numerical integration and we will solve numerically the differential equations. That all we have to do. Okay, thank you so much.